Okay, Target doing a little redemption here. Back with the earn $40 for 4 qualifying purchases of $100 or more in store or online at 20 days to complete this. So I'm gonna activate the bonus and start shopping. Look at Champion making their comeback here. Back in the day when I was into, you know, again football jerseys, basketball jerseys were Champion. The NFL jerseys were originally Champion, but Starter was like, you know, the best jerseys in the 90s. So the earlier Packer jerseys for me were Champion, and just to see this, just like, look at this, look at all the Champion. Takes me right back to being a kid. Z-Force told me yesterday, not this location, but the other Target we go to had, look at the Madden right there, love it. Had a Switch 2, so I have not seen a Switch 2 just like hanging out at Target yet. So I'm just interested on seeing that. Plus there's a deal on a Ninja Turtle game. I'm not sure if it's here, but we'll get into it. It might be something for the eShop. Hockey Town also told me that Lego did a huge reset, so a lot of this stuff, I'll cover a lot of Legos, but a lot of this stuff might be brand new, like the Ewok. And I haven't kept my eye on here enough to know like what is new. I like that light box. I think the last Lego I was kind of just like seeing if it was out there was the Fantastic, that right here, the Fantastic Four with Galactus. So that was that $60 I think. I think it was 60 for that one. But yeah, the Iron Spider, there's Iron Man, Batman, bunch of cool. Is that the Batman? Forever, look at this. Yeah, the Batman Forever Batmobile. It's $99.99. So I wonder how new this one is. It looks like Val comes with it. Get a nice little stand there. That's pretty cool. Look at that thing. Okay, I am officially a quarter of the way there. Next stop, McDonald's. Gonna pick up my mobile order. Went with something a little bit different than last weekend. Actually, weeks before. Same sandwich, but just switching it up. Actually, on your app, if you have the McDonald's app, through the 31st, there's a meal deal for the Big Mac or crispy chicken sandwich, fries, medium soda for $7. It's a great deal. Definitely gonna use that this month. And the mobile order is all set here. Got 2 sandwiches, hash browns, I'll show in a second, and of course the large black coffee. Got the old school sunglasses today. This is becoming my new table, 120, right in front of the kiosk here. So I got 2 sausage McMuffin with egg, and then a hash brown. Last week, or the week before, got the big breakfast with hotcakes. That was a lot of food. Had a hard time. I didn't finish the biscuits, so just went with the 2 sandwiches. Kind of my go-to. 2 sandwiches, hash brown. If they toast this, you know, the right way, it's just an unbeatable sandwich. I got a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel a couple weeks ago. A little dry, so I'm just gonna stick with this. If they do this right, there's no better breakfast sandwich. It's incredible. Not the spicy, but with the one with the OG, the regular. Welcome to today's video. As of recording of this Sunday, might have the bird of prey might be making an appearance. August 3rd, 2025. Now Target is once again paying us to shop. Now it is different depending on, you know, how many times you like. I'm getting $40. It could be 50 for others. It could be 30. There could be other qualifying purchases. Now I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis. I don't always put my phone number in when I check out. It just depends if there's some kind of an incentive. So keep an eye on your app to get $40, so we can blow it on something silly, something goofy. Maybe 2 of the new McFarlane Super Friends when they come out. So yeah, just kind of adding up points, and then I can kind of justify getting into some of those purchases. Also the McDonald's, the $7, let's call it a meal deal, the combo, the Big Mac, the crispy chicken, not bad for today's standards. I did something I have never done before today. I made a huge mistake. I cannot believe I did this. Everything that I had stored is now gone. It's like, what was I doing? What was I thinking? Got up this morning before I went to Target and was just going through my emails, everything on there. My Buy Stuff Arcades $50 gift certificate, my tracking number for the new superpowers that are arriving later this week. At least I took a look at that. My flight itinerary for my upcoming trip, everything is gone. I erased every single email that I have been, there's emails that I've been saving, original Arcade 1-Up purchases, everything is gone. It's like the Bumpus dogs came in and devoured the turkey. Everything I had is history. I cannot believe I did this. I'm going to have to reach out to Buy Stuff. Hopefully they still have like some kind of a record of the $50 gift card. I lost it all, guys. I cannot believe it. I have one out of everything. My sent, trash, spam, inbox. I have one email right now, and it's my flight itinerary. Luckily, my aunt had it and sent me it. That's the only email I have. I had a ton of them from going all the way back to probably 2018, 2019, saving some of them. They're gone. History. Also, want to incorporate something on the Sunday videos for that get uploaded Monday. On calling it, more of a walk and talk video. This is how they all started out. Now, they're daily videos. They're daily vlogs for the most part. There's times when I do videos at home, but I've kind of went away from the walk and talk. So I'm gonna starting today, I'm gonna call the Sunday videos, even in the description probably, unless it's a super long title, there's so much going on, the walk and talk. Usually hashtag walk and talks, but Sunday videos, for the most part, will go back to kind of the old school where it's the walk and talk, and that's kind of where I'm going to go with this video. We're going to check out some good stuff. We're going to kind of go back to the roots, because there's things that I can do. I have a little bit more freedom on a Saturday, on a Sunday, versus a weeknight. Some places are closed. A lot of businesses closed on Mondays. A lot of places close earlier, when I get out of work. So I'm going to try to make the most of it the best I can, and just kind of stay true to a little bit more of a walk and talk type video. Since I'm downtown, I'm going to take advantage and stop at a couple of places before we head out. I'm just going to go back to the car, put my coffee in there. Some of the businesses will hold out of the coffee, but I'm just going to, my car's right over here. I'm just going to throw the coffee in the car, head across the river, and then stop at another place and just kind of get into something from yesterday. Then at the antique mall downtown, look at these. So I just wanted to, usually when you walk in, they have a really cool display here of stuff, and it's just like, we all have the Smurf glasses. I always point these out every time I see them. Cool Looney Tunes plate back there. Yeah, some really, really good stuff. And some toys. There's actually a toy store here that I thought it was just like an extra storage room. It hasn't been open yet since we've been here, but maybe it's open today. I'm gonna actually check it out. It's in the front of the store, all the way to the left. You can see it from across the street when we're at One Stop Wonders. But look at this Jason mask. See, this is a good place to look at this. $5.95. I should just get this to like pass out candy for Halloween. I mean, that's, what is it, 2 months away? Look at all these Halloween decorations. A witch hand. This was like a back scratcher for a second. I like this. The haunted house. $8.95. Okay, this is like an old school. Oh yeah. Okay, so it's a little chair plus like a little mini Pepsi cooler. That'd be great for like tailgating or just 70. Look at this, $79.99. Man, vintage is not. It's not cheap, is it? And, is it on both sides? Just the one. Well, for 80 bucks, it should be on both. The new Titans on a riverboat. Like, where's Robin or Nightwing when all this is going on? Even Slade Wilson's like in trouble here. Who is this guy? For all you Nolan Ryan fans out there, I have a nice $14.95 and then Big Mac Christmas ornament. Gosh, look at this table. This would be great. This would be a cool kitchen table. You'd have to like the right house for like Elvis. But yeah, this is something just like 50s, 60s diner type. So I think this is Adam's toy shop, and it's always got the close sign. No entrance. They have the stops. This is all like leading like do not step foot in here. This could be, I guess, considered Adam's toy shop. I mean, it could be this whole thing. It might not be that back room. Maybe that's just like an overflow room. Yesterday I saw the original Panther, and he is $24.90. Not too bad. And it came with Skeletor. I do have the remake of He-Man and Battle Cat. I'm kind of thinking that I'm gonna go back next month. Might pick up. I never had Panther. I had Skeletor. I had Ram Man. I had Orko. I had Buzz Off. Never had Panther. Be kind of cool because when they remade him, he wasn't fuzzy. It was that hard plastic, so I never picked it up. Another thing was seeing Ultra Magnus yesterday. Wait a second, look at this. This is perfect because this is my favorite Transformer. It is $199.99. This was like a playset of its own. I was at my friend's house. His parents, look at that. His parents brought him Optimus Prime. My dad gave him to me shortly after, and it was like, opening up the trailer. This was the best toy. It's the best set. That's why I always like go back to the 80s Transformers compared to the ones now. Like, I had a feeling this one would still be here. $349.99. Ultra Magnus was $120 in the box, and I said if he's there next month, they're having the toy shop today, I will get it. Yeah, $200 for Optimus. This is such a simple build, You could turn him into the truck, the semi, the robot instantly. These are my favorite Transformers. This was the Ultra Magnus I saw. So this was what I got 1986 Christmas. It was, I always just thought it was the white Optimus Prime. It was the same thing. But you had this complete extra that, you could put him inside of it, like huge hands, a bigger body, and 120. I was tempted to get it, but money's tight right now. In a month from now, it could be a different story. If that's there, I'm gonna get it. Also saw Lionel. Now he did have the sword, his glove. It looks like it's just the figure. This is $25. You can see the price tags right under his arm. I think it was $150. $150. I couldn't believe they were asking that much for him. So I was texting A-Tran today, and he just sent me a few pictures of his Transformers collection. And I mean, it's all the 80s stuff. Hope he's okay with me showing these pictures. That's what I'm into. Like, this is what I want to find. I might actually, it's gonna be, I always say I'm gonna get into this, I'm gonna get into that. What's that? I might actually, I'll start with Ultra Magnus if he's there. I don't know about the $349. I mean, that is pretty steep. I honestly have never seen this other than here. So, yeah. This would be like the holy grail. Maybe I'll get into it. We'll see. I have, jeez. I feel like I'm at Spirit Halloween with the animatronics popping out. Holy moly. Look at me, you can see us right here. Something tells me you were behind that, Vader. He's using the Force. Okay, enough about action figures. I'm gonna kind of go into the games. There's a couple other stores that I wanna stop at. But yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen this spot. I'm always just like, hey, Mr. Fox. Masters of the Universe, G.I. Joe, Transformers, best toys from the 80s. Star Wars kind of, you can kind of argue that the 70s. I think those are the three best. My favorite superpowers Secret Wars. Doesn't mean they're the best, but then everything else was just like bits and pieces of it. Thundercats, Voltron, that kind of stuff. So I think that, you know, Hasbro and Mattel kind of set the standards in the 80s for like the best of the best. To take anything away from Star Wars, I mean, we had a ton of action figures back then, and everything they do is just a recreation of these. This might have been like the original popcorn bucket, you know? I mean, I know it's a Halloween bucket, but maybe that's where they got the idea. By the way, look at the Batman and Robin gumball machine. I promise I'll get to the games, but I'm just doing one last aisle. Look at this. That is a cool shirt. Extra large, $14.95. I thought this was the cubicle with the PlayStation 3. That reminds me of like one of my Batman shirts, like the thickness. That's a cool one. Got Spider-Man on the bottom. Nah, it's still here. Never works out like when I'm ready to make an offer. That stinking car cost me an arm and a leg. Still sitting at $80 though. I love seeing new stuff here. We have the Thor tin, the Iron Man. Okay, we're gonna head out. There's another place downtown that I haven't stopped at yet. On the corner of, well, South Street and Clinton. See, the downtown's like over here, so I was like gonna walk a complete circle. It's on the outskirts. That's why I'm like, where the heck is this place? Let It Be. It's a Beatles-themed like restaurant bar. Yeah, this is really cool. I mean, if you're a Beatles fan, and if they have like live music and stuff, I don't think it'd be cool if it was like a museum type stuff. I'm sure they have like, yeah, I mean, you have the Sgt. Pepper's right here. You have the Yellow Submarine, a bunch of cool Beatles stuff. You have the Britain flag. There's a clock that says "Let It Be" on the bottom. I couldn't remember if they had like some kind of like sculptures of the Fab Four, but they do have they're going for like the Sgt. Pepper look. 716 Clinton. And they do have a lock right here, so they are not open, but there's the food menu. See, I just wanted to stop in here one day, just kind of check it out. I'd like to see all the Beatles stuff that they have in here, but yeah, a lot of probably open mic, a lot of music and stuff. In front of the Waukesha Public Library, I've been told to get there that you could rent games. You could rent. Think about that. Like, I never thought of it before, and Michael's always like, go to the library and check out the games. Like, you have no idea. Like, and GameStop told me that once a year the library goes to GameStop, purchases a ton of games just to rent them out. Like, I never really thought of that before. We used to rent movies there. Never thought of the games. Look right past this Clinton public parking on the rooftop up there. There's people. That is cool. What a cool restaurant. Never noticed that before. Okay, I wanted to stop in at this. I thought it was open. Are they not open on Sundays? We were checking out the glasses. It was last weekend, and I saw the Sega Genesis. Yeah, it was right here. And I was like, you know what? I want to look at the NBA Action 95, and then they have the Sega Genesis, Joe Montana. Okay, they are open. Actually having a liquidation sale. Not that they're going out of business. There's just so much inventory here, but where is that? It's the retro gaming stuff here. Slice of Waukesha, which is across the street, the restaurant is affiliated. Same owner owns this place and the Slice of Waukesha, so they wanted to kind of focus more on the restaurant. You can see it right there. It's the pizza place. We were in there a few weeks ago. Oh, they have the look at this, the color forms. Batman Forever color forms, $19.99. Real old school Batman Pez, $20. Okay, there's a bunch of, look at all the controllers here. This is crazy. Is this Tony Hawk board? Does this actually interact with the game? Never seen this one before. It looks like this could be different. This could be an actual like controller. Oh my gosh, I had this Wizards magazine. Yeah, they have a PlayStation 2. There's a PlayStation 1, the Sega Genesis, some of the cards. So the liquidation sale, it doesn't matter. Like, so this is $2.99. Doesn't mean it's $2.99. They're gonna knock off some of the price. Oh, the Batman glow-in-the-dark frisbee. Look at the Total Recall. You have the turtles here. It's just some really cool stuff. So they're business partners with Joey's, which we got kind of a 50s burgers shake place. Also owns the Picky resale shop. Really cool. And then of course One Stop Wonder. So like this whole stretch is pretty cool. A lot of yeah, the antique mall, a lot of fun places, especially on the weekend, just to kind of get out, walk around, and kind of make a day out of it. So yeah, glad we were able to stop in here. I thought they were closed, but yeah, he was literally just opening up when I didn't see the sign lit up. So I'm sure it's lit up now. I bought the Batman Forever color forms. So yeah, it was never opened, and it was marked at like 19. I'm trying to do this one-handed. It was marked at $19.99, so it gave me 50% off. And yeah, the color forms. This was the brand. Yeah, Dukes of Hazzard color forms. I'm sure the Super Friends or the Super Powers, Galactic Guardians, one of the two. Yeah, now Batman Forever adventure set. Color forms. Join Batman and Robin as they help save Gotham City with color form pieces that stick like magic. This could be a real hot mess over here. I'm excited for the coffee, the Octane coffee. The fence is now gone, but kind of putting this in the middle of the parking lot, there is a sign right here. Like, people are gonna come around. There was something over, like, come through here. So like this whole area, it's really gonna mess things up over here. I want to stop at the Mega Media Exchange, just kind of do a little weekly check-in. Batman, Gotham Knight. Never saw these. It was on one. What's a hologram? Look at that. Super Friends. So yeah, I am hooked on collecting Wave 2 now. I have Wave 1 in the books. Now it's on to Wave 2, so we're gonna build my target circle points and put it towards, should be another couple of weeks. I'm sure those are all gonna start surfacing at Target, Walmart, GameStop. And yeah, I never really liked this one, this render Batman. There's a great deal going on, Nintendo eShop, Nintendo Direct, that my buddy Skids told me about. Others were telling me in the live stream last time we were playing Punisher. And the funny thing is we played Punisher, but we played more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So people that came in late were going, this is the oddest take of Punisher I have ever seen in my life. So it's kind of funny. But there's a huge sale going on with Turtles, and I'm gonna pick it up. It's through the 18th, I believe. So watching this will be this will be an online game. We're gonna play it. We're gonna make the most out of it. There is look at this stuff. The movie, the 4-pack movie, Batman Forever. Just got the color forms. You have Batman Returns, Batman. There was a Batman VHS tape there, Batman and Robin 2. And I was thinking about picking up. I wanted to get one thing from them. So yeah, I went with the color forms. I was tempted to pick up the Joe Montana football. I've seen that here. It's just because it was like Joe Montana 94. I don't know if that was the 94 one or the one before that, maybe the 92. But I NBA Live 95. That is my favorite. That is my favorite. I might get that. It's been a while since I picked up a Sega. I don't have my Sega hooked up. Like, I can't do I guess I could just hook it up to the CRT. But yeah, they had the Joe Montana. I might have said John Madden before, but Joe Montana. They had those at the Picky resale. So I'm glad we finally went in there. I want to see what they had for N64. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go NBA Live 95 and then pick up a game on the Nintendo eStore. But first, just gonna do my check on PlayStation. There's always, you know, there are some hidden PlayStations I wanna keep getting. I don't have a PlayStation console yet, but look at this. Okay, wait. I have Blitz 2001. This is what I'm talking about. So they have Blitz 2001. They have Blitz. So I have both of these. But I wanted Showtime. I wanted Showtime for PlayStation. So eventually, I'm gonna stumble across it. Here's NBA Live 98. I'm gonna get 95 for Sega. Get little Rockets uniforms. Gosh, I didn't know they made Turtles 2 for GameCube. I had that for Xbox. Like, you forget about the GameCube thing. Like, I have the GameCube. It's like one thing at a time, because I'm gonna keep going back and forth. I'm gonna go for Transformers, PlayStation, N64, GameCube. So I'm buying Sega Genesis today. So yeah, just gotta kind of keep it in order, and very, very like moderate purchases too, because like, you know, the game was like what, $4.99. Best game from my childhood. I think I played more on the Super Nintendo, but I'll take the Sega. I like the cartridge. This is great. Ernest Ruffin, I believe, would make like half-court shots. I don't think Charles Barkley was in this game for the Phoenix Suns. I'm talking Phoenix Suns now. So I'd have to like create a player. I think you could create, yeah, I think you could create players with NBA Live 95 EA Sports. It's in the game. And that's gonna do it for today. Just kind of do a little traditional walk and talk, covering a couple of things, trying to incorporate the keeping the walk and talk in it. We saw the Let It Be, and now the Beatles. It's not one came out, the anthology. It never was really big on the anthology. I did have it was like multiple CDs. Wasn't really in love with that, or the one album, because it was just, we already had that music, but it was convenient having some of those. I'm not sure if I agree with some of the songs that were #1, but I guess that's just the Billboard. So yeah, picked up NBA Live 95. It's Robert Ory. Also, gonna get Turtles. I don't want to forget about it, so I'm gonna go to the eShop, download it, and there's one other thing. Now this is totally like optional. You don't have to do it, but I wanna get look at all these. I wanna get the best I can out of it. So I'm gonna make an online purchase right here, along with my new Sega Genesis. It's been a while since I bought Sega. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate for $14.99 digital download, and for another what, $3.49, you can get Casey Jones all the way on the bottom. Keep going. There we go. $3.49. You can get the playable Casey Jones. So I think that's a pretty good value. I'm gonna get both. I'm gonna order the game. I'm gonna get Casey Jones, and very soon let's stream. I don't plays 4 online. Online 1 to 4 players. Should be fun. Because it's not a Switch 2 game. My new rule is, I gotta add something. I am going to install it originally here on my Switch OLED when I do a live stream. And I wasn't sure about this because it's been a while since we played online on the Switch. When I stop the stream keeps going on. So it happened again with the Punisher, Mario Kart 8, and a little bit of the Capcom beat 'em up bundle. Didn't go as well, but I honestly think it has to do with the Capcom. I don't think it's Nintendo. I think there's just something with that game. So might just kind of give up on trying to make that work. Kind of like using the term that is so fetched. Quit trying to make this work. But when I do a stream on the Switch, it doesn't stop. So when I end it, when I say, hey, thanks for watching, you'll hear that. You'll click on the stream, hey, thanks for watching, and then it kind of pauses and then goes back into it. So if that happens, if you experience that, the stream is over. So I don't know how to shut that off. It doesn't happen with the Switch 2, only the Switch 1. So I want to thank everybody for watching. See you guys next time. Oh, the OLED might have went up. The Switch might have went up today. I remember everyone was kind of talking about that. Might run into Best Buy really quick. We'll just see if the the Switch went up. And it might have been, I'm not sure. I think originally the original price was $349. Let's see if it's more. We'll see if the OLED is more than $349. Oh, okay. I got the booklet in here. I didn't even think to look when I was in there. So it's funny how the EA sports games have that little yellow tab on the side, but I have the booklet, the game. I'm gonna play some NBA Live 95. Look at that, John Starks. This, yeah, was the finals. This was the 94 finals. They played the Magic the next year, so it was what the game is. It came out after the fact, so Houston won it. Okay, I like the fact that they have Donkey Kong Bonanza out now. That's cool. Now let's see some of the pricing. Okay, so $449 is the price for the Switch 2. $349 for the OLED. $199 for the Lite. I don't see anything different yet. I believe that this was the standard price. So when I bought my Switch OLED, it was on sale, $274. That was the whole reason I bought it. It was $50 off, $75 off, and $349 was the going price. So that it has not changed yet. So we'll see if they do get any higher than $349. You're better off just getting a Switch 2 then, unless you want to play Switch 1 games. I mean, I guess it just depends. But I mean, seriously, $100 is, but it's an OLED, but this is bigger. So I don't know, decisions. But if they raise the prices on the Switch, Shaq will be the first to know. AT&T rep walking by looked at me like I was crazy. Phil and Shaq.
Foot in the sewers? Oh, Shredder's definitely on the offensive.